You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports. We're going to talk about Brittney Griner, WNBA star. I use that term star loosely when it comes to the WNBA. As big a star as you can be for a league that draws 200 to 300,000 viewers on ESPN or ABC. Even when it's free TV, you can't draw any viewers. But that's neither here nor there. We all know nobody's watching that damn league that's stayed afloat by way of the NBA. Enter UFC veteran, Strikeforce veteran, MMA veteran, and an American hero, and this guy is the real deal. Tim Kennedy, a U.S. Army Ranger, Airborne, has been deployed in the past multiple times. He is one tough sumbitch, plain and simple. And he is recognizing the irony of the fact that, and we've called her out for it, Brittney Griner is detained, and her wife have been begging Joe Biden, again, somebody they campaigned for, and that league campaigned for, and the NBA campaigned for because they hated the orange man. The irony of the fact that she is asking them for help, and then they can't figure out why the Biden administration has not done anything. Well, you lay in the bed you make. I'm just saying. Even with all the disdain, even with all the crap that these players have done disrespecting our country, I said yesterday, it's my belief Trump would have already had her home if she would have even been detained to begin with. You know, and yes, Trump would have been very aware of the things that her or somebody like Lebron says, like him running his mouth about the country. My hat's off. I didn't do that video, but my hat's off to Enes Kanter Freedom for telling LeBron to get the F out of America. Good job. It seems the NBA, he's only got one real American patriot in it, and it's Enes Kanter Freedom. But anyway, the point is, this UFC veteran has called out Brittney Griner. And even at that, he says we need to get her back here. I got to give him some credit for being fair about it. Again, I think that's the way Trump would have looked at it. She's still a U.S. citizen. She's still one of ours, as much as she doesn't want to be one of ours. So I'm going to go get her out. Let's get to this. Tim Kennedy, and I mean, he smacks her real good. I mean, she sassed this country. She run her mouth about this country and then tried to act like she was so patriotic when sending Joe Biden that letter. All I got to say is if your dad's a Vietnam veteran like you said he is, then shame on you for ever protesting and disrespecting the national anthem. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. UFC vet Tim Kennedy attacks jailed basketball star Brittney Griner for ironic behavior. That's not all he says. Bloody elbow. As Brittney Griner, the WNBA star currently jailed in Russia for allegedly possessing cannabis, pleads with the U.S. government to negotiate her release, a former UFC fighter called out the basketball star's behavior as both ironic and despicable. Tim Kennedy believes it is contradictory for Griner to request help and backing of the U.S. government after she was one of the athletes who knelt during the national anthem and protested acts of police brutality that take place against black people in the United States. It's funny because that entire line and statement about police brutality in America against blacks is a lie. If you do your research, you'll find that out. But that's fine. That's neither here nor there or part of this video. Quote, do you remember that time you were protesting against your own government and even requesting that the national anthem not be played at your games? Then going back to the same government pleading that they intervene on your behalf to get you out of Russian prison after you illegally brought drugs into their country? Kennedy wrote on Instagram, does not get more ironic than this. Yet, despite his disdain for Griner, Kennedy believes the athlete should not serve up to 10 years in prison. Quote, even with her despicable behavior, I do believe that every American is worth fighting for, even those that hate their own country. And Tim Kennedy had a picture of her up. Arguably the greatest female basketball player of all time. Griner was detained in Moscow during the early days of the Russian invasion of the Ukraine. Bloody elbow, get your shit right. No, she was detained before Russia invaded the Ukraine. And I probably would say she's not the greatest female basketball player of all time. She did plead guilty and did admit to bringing those drugs into Russia. Now, a lot of people have said this is political. We don't know. We don't know what Putin is thinking at all. We do know that liaisons for Russia made it very clear she disrespected their country, bringing drugs into it, something they don't take kindly to. You know, I mean, they don't appreciate that over there, and they look at it as being very serious, whether we believe they should have or not. While I understand that views on cannabis have changed a lot in the U.S., she's not in the U.S., okay? She wasn't walking around here with that stuff in her possession. She was in Russia, where she played for the last 7 seasons. I mean, she had no confusion. She knew she should not have been doing that. Okay, she said she forgot it was in there. I don't know how you could be that irresponsible knowing you're in a foreign country. I mean, that baffles me. And again, the lack of self-awareness is baffling. Tim Kennedy's got some self-awareness. He calls Brittney Griner despicable for the action she's taken against this country in the past. And also very ironic that she's asking for it. This is a hero. This is the real deal. A UFC MMA fighter, 18-6 in his career. Tough son of a gun. He won when UFC put on the Fight for the Troops. Dana White did that. Kudos to Dana. Dana's always patriotic. We know that. And Tim Kennedy continues to do things involving the U.S. military right now. I mean, this guy is no nonsense and puts his money where his mouth is. He's the real deal. He's letting you know how he feels about Brittney Griner. And even at that, he is trying to be fair. You know, hey, I will disagree with him there. You know, if she broke the law over there, I don't know what to say. Serve the sentence, I guess. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.